Rules of solubility. Again, avoid reading unless you need to come back and read it. Don't go through the table quite yet either. Here we've got a rule and exceptions. You just need the headers. Then come down to the question. Which equation represents an outcome that occurs based on rule 2? So we come up here and we're looking at rule 2. All ammonium or NH4 salts are soluble. So we're looking for NH4. Well, it only occurs in C. That means it has to be C. Just like that, we've got the answer because it can't be anything except NH4. So let's look at number 9. A sample of the hydroxide MgOH2 is mixed with a sample of water. Based on the rules of solubility, what outcome can be expected? So we have got MgOH. All right, that's what we're looking for is MgOH. So we come up here and do we see MgOH right here, OH. Most hydroxide salts are insoluble. That means they don't dissolve. So let's come down here and see what they give us. The MgOH will completely disassociate. No, that is not what that says. The MgOH will moderately dissociate? No. The MgOH will not be soluble in water. Salts are insoluble. That's it. The answer is C. All right, let's come over here. Amalgams. Try not to read. You can always come back to read. And here we've got properties, ingredients, all right? What outcome can be predicted if copper is added to a dental amalgam? So we're gonna look for copper right here. What happens? If we add copper, the hardness increases, expansion increases, flow decreases, and setting time decreases. So let's look at our answers. The amalgam will expand more. So expansion increases. A is true so far. The setting time will increase. Setting time decreases. It is not B. The filing will not be as hard, or excuse me, the filling will not be as hard. That would be hardness increases. Nope, it's not C because that's the opposite. And a change in color will occur. So we find color and there isn't anything. So it's A. The amalgam will expand more. There's our expansion under copper increases. What outcome can be predicted based on the information in the table? This will be interesting. There's a lot of words. The dissolution of any metal in mercury increases the durability of an amalgam. That's a lot. Let's check B. The properties of an amalgam of silver dissolved in mercury and an amalgam of tin dissolved in mercury will differ. Using silver, tin, or copper as a solute in an amalgam decreases the amount of time required for a filling to set. We can check that one based on the chart. Silver, tin, copper. Decrease, increase, decrease. All decreases. Nope, it is not C. Tin and copper used as solutes have the same effect on an amalgam. So tin and copper. Is there any way to tell? Oh, look at this. They're all opposite. So it's not D either. We got rid of C and D because they're just not true based on the information in the table. So it's either going to be A or B. The dissolution of any metal in mercury increases the durability of the amalgam. Well, that's not true. I should have looked at that the first time. There's durability. It only increases with silver. There's no reaction for the other three, which means it's not A, it has to be B. So just like that, you can get to the right answer, even if you don't really understand what they're talking about. Amalgams are fillings in your teeth. And so if you had a cavity and you had your tooth filled, that's what they fill it with, is an amalgam. And even if you had no idea what any of this really meant, you can, by process of elimination, you can get to the right answer. I could have eliminated A if I had read it more carefully, because I would have realized that durability is one of the properties. And this, the fact that it increases for silver and does nothing for the other three, means A is not true. We already determined that C and D were not true. That means the answer has to be B.